everyone, and welcome back to the English Everyday podcast, where learning English fits right into your daily routine. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Daniel. Each episode, we invite someone to share a little story from their life. Something simple, something real, and of course, something in English.
Today, we have Clara joining us. She is a college student with a peaceful and mindful routine. You'll hear how she balances her studies, self-care, and a few quiet joys throughout the day.
While you listen, try to imagine her day and pay attention to the vocabulary we'll explain at the end. Okay? Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Clara. I'm 21 years old and I study literature at university. My days aren't very dramatic, but I enjoy the little things, and I hope you enjoy hearing about them. I usually wake up around 6:45 a.m. I don't like rushing, so I take my time. The first thing I do is open the window and let some fresh air in. The morning air always feels calm, like the day is whispering, "Let's begin gently." I make my bed, not because I have to, but because it makes the room feel organized and clear. Then I stretch for a few minutes just to wake up my body. I don't do yoga or anything fancy, just simple movements. It helps me feel more present. At around 7:15 a.m., I go to the kitchen and make tea. My favorite is chamomile with a bit of honey. While the water boils, I put on some soft music, usually jazz or a calm piano playlist. For breakfast, I keep it light. Toast, peanut butter, and a banana. Sometimes I sit by the window and just watch the street. People walking, dogs barking in the distance. It's like the city is slowly waking up too. I leave home by 8 a.m. I take the bus to university. It takes about 30 minutes, but I actually enjoy the ride. I always carry a book with me, and I try to read at least a few pages during the commute. Lately, I've been reading The Secret Garden. It's old, but beautiful. My first class starts at 8:45 a.m., and usually I have 3 lectures in a row: literature, philosophy, and sometimes linguistics. I love literature the most. Reading stories and talking about characters feels like a way to understand life better. At 12:30 p.m., I go to the cafeteria with my friends. We don't talk about school. We talk about movies, weekend plans, or the funny thing someone said in class. It's my favorite part of the day. In the afternoon, I usually have one more class or a group study session. Sometimes we meet in the library. It smells like old paper and quiet. I don't know how to explain it, but it's peaceful. By 4 p.m., I'm done for the day. I walk home instead of taking the bus. It takes a little longer, but I like the walk. I pass a small park, and if the weather is nice, I sit for a few minutes and just watch the trees. It sounds boring, but for me, it's the best way to reset. Once I'm home, I change into comfortable clothes, have a snack, and rest for a while. I usually check messages or scroll social media, just like everyone else. In the evening, I study for an hour or two. I make notes, review the day's lectures, and sometimes write a short reflection in my journal. It helps me keep track of what I'm learning and how I feel. Dinner is around 8 p.m. Usually something light, soup or rice with vegetables. I help my mom in the kitchen and we talk about the day. After dinner, I take a warm shower, and by 9:30, I'm in bed. I read a few pages of my book or listen to a soft podcast. I usually fall asleep by 10 p.m. And that's a day in my life. Simple, yes, but full of little moments that make me feel alive and calm.
That was Clara. And I love how she made even a normal day sound like a slow movie. So peaceful.
Right? And she used some really nice words. Let's go through a few of them. Commute, the trip from home to school or work. Present, not just a gift, but to feel focused on now, not distracted. Reflection, thinking quietly about something, like your thoughts or your day. Reset, not just for phones. It means to calm down and refresh yourself.
And did you notice how she used expressions like, let some fresh air in, or make the room feel clear? These are natural, gentle ways of describing simple actions.
You can try using them in your own routine. And if you want to speak English better, try doing exactly what Clara did. Tell your own day as a little story.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to English Every Day.
And remember, listen, learn, and speak English every day. See you next time.